Oh, Hefe, I like the new rejoiners. I just can't tell when they end. It's the Ron and Fez Show on 106.7 WJFK. Time for someone to go to the big-ass prize closet. We've got tickets to see the HF Festival on May 24th at RFK Stadium, featuring Audioslave, Good Charlotte Godsmack, and a lot of other great acts.
All right, Fezzy, give us a topic to give out these tickets tonight.
All right, there's one from my own personal life, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to talk about. Things you're uncomfortable when your parents say them.
Oh, I got to know one now from my mom, Peeps. Peeps? My mom will say Peeps. And she's like, I hope you... I don't know where she picked it up from, I think, from my nephew, you know? But she's like, I hope you can come to the birthday party. Your sister and all her peeps will be there. And I go like this. I literally said, I go, can I get my mom back? I don't want Master P as a mother. And I don't want you suddenly acting like you're hip-hop.
Where does that come from? I can't stand it when my mother says cool. Oh, that would be so cool.
No, that would be so cool for you peeps.
We took a tour of the Capitol building. Oh, I bet that was so cool. All right, woman, you don't know anything that is cool, or I wouldn't have been dressed the way I was in school.
866. Why can't you dress yourself, you big mo? 866.
Now I can.
866-277-4969. 866-277-4969. Rory will be the judge of this tonight. Rory, do you have one for us?
Yeah, I used to always hate when my mom would say to us, hey, be nice to your sister. She's having her period. And it just, it would, I mean, because, you know, there's 4 boys and 1 girl in the family, and the 4 boys would just be like, oh, Mom, you know, just leave it. We don't need to know this. And, you know, my sister was right in the middle, so we were all at that age anyway where, you know, period sounded funny.
Yeah, right.
Now you know it's nothing to laugh at, mister.
Right. I can see you having your period, you half-a-puss. All right, so that's a good little topic. 866-277-4969. Call in and win
HF Festival tickets, May 24th at RFK Stadium.
Here is David. David, you're going to go first. What do you got for us?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, buddy.
All right, here's the deal. This is what my dad does. Well, first of all, my dad caught me finishing myself off once.
Oh, great. Now, where were you when this happened?
Well, you know, I didn't think he was home. I was in the den in the computer room, you know, checking out the internet.
You wanted him to catch you.
No, I didn't know he was
dirty.
But nonetheless, he tells the story to every girl I bring home, and he instead of calling it spanking the monkey or anything, he calls it finishing the monkey.
Oh, God. And how does he bring it up? Oh, I caught him finishing the monkey?
Yeah, it's usually the second time that I bring her home. Not the first time, thank God, but the second time I bring her home, he usually waits till I leave the room, and then he tells the story.
So he's basically made up his own catchphrase for it.
Yeah, he calls it finishing the monkey.
Now, why would he be telling young girls about finishing the monkey to begin with? This is all very inappropriate.
Well,
this whole family is.
That's my dad. He's inappropriate.
Yeah. All right, well, you're in the lead, so that's going to be a tough one to beat. His dad keeps saying, finishing the monkey to girls he brings home.
After he caught him running a batch. 866-277-4969, DC local lines, 202-432-1067. All
right, here's Sarah. Sarah, you can try to beat that one. You got to beat David. What do you got for us?
My mom always likes to tell me, whenever I'm saying something she doesn't want to hear, don't make me show you where you came from.
Oh!
You don't want to see it. No, Mom, please.
Why would she even say that?
To gross us out and to shut us up.
Wow.
Oh, that's awful.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard. What do you think, Roy?
Can I ask you a question, Sarah? Does she actually point while she says that?
Yeah, actually, she does.
All right, well, then, since she points, then I'm going to put you in the lead.
Now, Rory, we said things that they say, not point at.
Gestures.
Yeah, so don't change the contest.
Okay. But I think that's still pretty embarrassing. I'm
that's
put her in the
fine.
lead.
So Sarah's in the lead. The woman's probably hiking up her skirt while she's saying it.
All right, so don't make me show you where you came from, and then she tries to pull her dress up. All right, here is Jim. Jim, you're on Fez.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Yeah.
I don't have any gestures, but my dad is always making lewd innuendos about my mom to me. And long story short, I'm getting married next month, and we were checking out the hotel we're going to be staying in. And as a joke, I said, hey, make sure you don't get to the room next to ours. And my dad said, why? Because you don't like hearing your mom scream? And it was awful. It was a long pause, and I'm scarred for life.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Roy, what do you got for us?
That's pretty embarrassing, but I'm going to leave Sarah in the lead.
Oh.
All right.
Sarah's in the lead. I remember, I think it was when I went home for Christmas. My parents did not know I had walked out in the room, and they were in the kitchen, and my dad's talking to my mom, and I hear him saying, "You need your bum spanked." It was so awful. I thought he was talking to the puppy because they had gotten a dog.
You think that your dad spanks your mom?
I have no idea now. But he said someone needs their bum spanked. And I just moaned and just tried to get back down the hallway.
Moaned in pleasure?
No, I didn't moan in pleasure. I moaned in disgust.
Vinny, you're on the air. Hi, Vinny.
Hey, what's up?
What you got, Vin?
Whenever I call my dad or my dad visits me, he's always asking, whenever we're talking about girls, if he's telling me about some girl or I'm telling him about what I was doing, did you wrap it up? And I'm like, did I wrap it up? And then, obviously insinuating the condom in front of my mother, who starts crying, basically.
Oh, God. So he's
my dad loves talking about me having sex. My mom freaks out. My friends think it's great, and I just think it's the worst thing ever.
It's just awful.
I don't blame you. What do you think, Roy? Did you wrap it? Wrap
did
that
you
rascal?
wrap it up?
That's pretty bad, but I'm going to stay with Sarah.
All right.
866-277-4969. 866-277-4969. Call in and win.
Chance to go to the HF Festival May 24th at RFK Stadium with Godsmack, Audioslave, Good Charlotte. Right now our leader is Sarah. We're talking about things that your parents say that make you feel so uncomfortable. Sarah's mom says, "Don't make me show you where you came from." It's so awful.
Here is Kevin. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, Ron and Fez. What's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
Buddy.
Hey, my mom always has a thing that she's like, your friends are such dildos. She'll call them dildos. Like, right in front of their face. You're like, they're such dildos. So that's my embarrassing story.
That's a tough one. What do you think, Roy? Dildos.
I'm going to have to stay with Sarah. That's pretty bad, but I'm going to stay with Sarah.
Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi, Ron and Fez.
Hi, darling.
I think it was back when I was about 10 years old, my mom decided she needed to have like the woman-to-woman kind of talk with me.
Sure.
And one great piece of advice that she told me, she said, just swallow it. It won't hurt you.
Wow.
Nasty.
Yeah, that's nasty. What do you think, Roy?
I'm going to have to put you in the lead. That's a great one.
Just swallow it. It won't hurt you.
That's pretty embarrassing.
866-277-4969. Talking about those things you just can't stand when your parents say.
I'm cringing hearing other people's parents.
Hey, Pimp Juice, you're on Ron and Fez.
What up, fellas?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I remember back in high school, about 5 years ago, had a couple friends over. My mom came downstairs. She was saying her ass hurts. And then she said, go to the store, give me some preparation H. My hemorrhoids are hurting.
God.
And I had 4 of my friends over here.
Oh, God.
What do you think, Roy Hampton?
No, I'm sorry, man. That is embarrassing, but I'm sorry.
All right. See you, Pimp. Here is Melissa. Turn your radio down, Melissa.
And I had 4 of my friends.
You got to turn the radios down.
I got to get somebody on the phones. Here's Greg. Greg, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
My mom asked every girl I've ever brought home, right on the very first time, have you guys had sex yet?
Just ask it right out loud.
Yes. Yeah, within the first 30 minutes. It's totally horrible.
Have any of them answered? Or do they just run screaming from the house?
They just sit there and stammer, and then after a while, they don't know what to say. They just kind of pause and the whole time.
Have you told her to stop it?
Oh, yeah. She doesn't care.
All right, Rory, what do you think?
I think that's really embarrassing, especially that she does it every time, too. So I'm going to put Greg in the lead.
Greg is now in the lead. Every girl that comes over gets asked, have you had sex yet?
The embarrassing part is no. Here's Sean. You're on the air.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Ron and Fez. How you doing?
What you got for us, Sean?
Every time my dad gets pissed at me, he yells at me and says, "Damn it, boy, the best part of you ran down your mama's leg."
Oh, God.
That's so old and awful. What do you think, Rory?
That's pretty bad, but I'm going to keep Greg in the lead.
It's also bad because it's not even original.
Right.
Hey, man, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing there, Phil?
Hey, what's going on, dude? My, almost every Thanksgiving, I must have heard it at least once or twice. My grandfather would call over to us and tell her to get my grandmother out of the other room and tell her to come over there and sit on his lap so he could talk about what pops up.
Oh, God.
That's where I learned that joke. It was so disgusting.
The first thing that pops up.
Rory?
That's very embarrassing. I'm going to stay with Greg, though. I'm sorry, man.
All right, J-Dubs, you got one, buddy? J-Dubs, of course, Fezzi, from the Saturday Night Show.
That's right, from El Jefe's hideout.
And I swear I'm not lying about this one. Every time my mom would leave for the weekend or go away with the rest of my family, she would tell me, "Please do not pleasure yourself in your sister's room."
Oh, my God.
I was notorious for marking my territory.
Would you really?
Yeah.
You didn't
Anywhere I could.
No batch towel? You would just make sure you use the sheets?
Yeah. Just roll over.
Right,
really?
So here's the thing. You're the bad person, not her.
Yeah.
She literally had to say this.
She had every right to say this.
It's my house, too. I mean, come on.
I know, but it's not your room.
Every room, J-Dubs?
Every room possible. I didn't make it down to the basement, but...
The kitchen.
Kitchen? Yeah.
Let me tell you, if I came home and a kid was batching in the kitchen, I'd shoot him. That's where my food is.
It would be justifiable.
I'd have to say, stop it or I'll show you where you came from.
Thank you, J-Dub.
You're a scumbag, man.
If you were eligible, you'd be going to HF Festival.
The fact that he's feeling very comfortable going, yeah, here's what I used to do. I'd mark my territory.
At first you think, all right, his mom's just being a nut. Then you realize, oh, it's completely justified.
Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
On the gang, buddy.
Good. My dad, when we were in high school, he used to try to seem cool in front of my friends. He used to tell about cut downs and say stuff like, "You gotta watch it or I'll F you in the A, and then you have to suck my D and eat it."
All right, your dad is what would be called a pedophile. You didn't realize it at the time. But
I didn't know that when he have me do it.
You should have realized this.
Oh, Jesse, I should have talked to you about it, Brian.
What do you think, Roy?
That's very embarrassing, but I think he was just trying to be a jokester.
I don't know. I'm very, very uncomfortable with it.
I'm still uncomfortable about J-Dubs.
J-Dubs.
You know he's doing it at the station.
You know what? You know it. He's all over our desk. J-Dubs is the worst person in the world. Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Tom.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. When my sister got married, she married a minister, and he asked my father what he should call him. He said, I'm not really comfortable calling you by your first name, and I really don't want to call you father because of the religious overtone. And I don't want to call you dad because my dad's still alive. And so my father just looked at him and said, well, why don't you just call me the Holy Ghost?
What do you think, the Holy Ghost?
No, sorry, man.
I don't even get it.
I was just having fun. This is Dad having some fun. Here is Zach. Zach, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Zach.
I got to alter one of my words according to your phone screener, but I'll change it for you. When I would bring a girl around my dad and I would compliment her, he would say, quit talking with your junk. That's the word I'd change.
Billy's still using the junk term. Because he's fat guy.
Exactly. Rory, what do you think of talking with your junk?
That's pretty embarrassing. I'm going to stay with Greg, though. Sorry, man.
Roy, I want you to tell me the truth. Why would Mikey D be picked for the cartoon and not me? What don't I know?
I don't know. I think that was very, very rude of Fluffernutter to do that to you.
What are you talking about? Fluffernutter our guy. No, Fluffernutter the guy who does all the cartoons. He's the best. I'm just wondering how I fell through.
What do you think happened with Ronnie? Or do you think Mikey D has been campaigning to get in a cartoon?
That I definitely see possible. I think Mikey is in with that whole group, and he's definitely working his way to get in that.
Mikey says, it's definitely not you. Usually you have a cigar when he does anything with you. That's true.
So have we gotten actual confirmation from Fluffernutter that it is Mikey D?
No, it definitely is. It definitely is. Mikey's convinced me of that, and he even showed Lene.
Oh, great. I'm sure Lene will be in the next one.
Yeah, and then it'll just be Mikey and Lene. I mean, Fuzzy will be totally out of it.
And you might as well bring in Helen.
Who? Here's Fairfax Mike. Mike, you're on the air.
Ron Fair's buddy.
Hey, buddy.
When I was in college, I came home for a little family reunion, and I brought my girl from school back, and my old man caught us going at it in the basement. So the very next day, as he's sitting down with my uncles playing a game of cards, I overhear him talking about the biggest effing tease that he'd ever seen in his life right in front of my girl as we're sitting there at the table eating.
About her?
Yes.
Were they big effing tees?
Oh, they were the biggest tees that I'd ever seen. And
nice.
He didn't need to say that as he's sitting there with my uncles, of course. And you know how uncles are. They ran with it all day long.
Sure. What do you think?
That's really bad, but I'm sorry, man. I got to keep Greg in the lead.
Here's Seth. Seth, you're on the air. How you doing, buddy?
Seth, what you got? You there, buddy? I think he's cutting in and out.
Let's go to the captain. Captain, you're on Run of Fez.
How you guys doing tonight?
Good, Captain.
Well, my mom, when I talk to her, she's always constantly talking about breaking my father a piece off.
No way. So she says, I got to break your dad a piece off tonight.
Oh,
my
gosh.
I'm 54 years old. She's 60-something. My dad's damn near 70.
That's the funniest thing in the world.
Rory, what do you think?
I'm going to have to put Clown in the lead for that one.
All right,
there you go, Clown.
Nice work.
Let's take one more call. Kevin. Kevin, you're on the air.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, what's up?
You're
my dad had the habit when I had a girlfriend when I was like 14, 15. He would always go, hey, she keeps on calling. Did the rabbit die? She would always, like that whole pregnancy thing.
Right. If it was 1938, it'd be a great line, but...
I know, but he was like, hey, did the rabbit die? That was like his big thing. I mean, and one time her parents caught wind of this and got really pissed at him and almost started like a Hatfield versus McCoy.
Roy?
Nah, I'm sorry, man.
All right, so the winner, Fezzy.
I'm going to have to go with Captain Clown telling his father telling his mom, I'm going to break me off some of that.
Got to break a piece off for his father. Just awful parents out there.